Emma Usanfo akwa baba UTV enwenu nduka sebui eso. Usanfo nkomo bre na aso anwumre komo ben ne yesi nkonwa yenemo eba bedi. Asofo akese mienu ebia the board of trustees at the National Cathedral project ekoso womo ekan ebi Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams and afei Reverend Eastwood Anaba womo chese board of trustees at the National Cathedral project no womo resign every so womo atwen ho every so na de ntom atwen ho every so ene se asena nsem dwumadi omudi as board of trustees the National Cathedral no nsem pi ena be fa omo aye ho e Ghana eni wiase nyina di na komo epe independent accounting company bi amudu omo ho na komo ahwe omo nkrata mu omdwumadi ahodo omudi nyina na omo de ababonten ama manfo hu se omdwumadi omo edi no emu da how fine kata sese mu aso bia eni ho no mo nanso nya sa no mu hu no eno nti eno matwemo ho afri board yi eso weni nkomo a yebedi ebrebam so a electoral commission limited voter registration exercise omo findings and some ho do bi omo de atodwan ebrebam a eno so yebedi ho enkomo na berefo am no ba bedi nkomo yi ewo owura atik Yakubu ye company for kasa edeba ban a etie dwaso MPP communication team na atik Yakubu edima kotrepa na me wa brantie Godwin Ayaba Mahama ye kan NDC amani company for kasa momo Godwin Ayaba Mahama e kan ho pipa bere mo ma job mo akwa baba UTV so
na bongo
atik
bongo
bibi ade na akwa MPP enim say presidential primaries October 18th nti ekeka kwa na sa ene me ekosai
obi aboko say echedi the candidates no obi atesimi on the campaign where the final lap say this is the final touches of the campaign on now obi say you are dotting your eyes and crossing your teeth to make sure say you've been able to reach almost all the regions because so before this delegates, you know, they covered up to a certain number. I think they were all down south. They say they are all moving north upwards because Matisse in Japan upwards. The vice president Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia is also in the northern regions. Osako to the say President Kufuor Yirika Bibino also in the campaign was suspended in respect of that. I don't know whether he's come back to the campaign trail, but I know that it's a two-horse race. You see, it's a two-horse race for the sake of respect for the other person, but you all know the eventual winner with a big margin. We all know, but it's a two-horse race. Oh, well, it's a two-horse race. It's a two-horse race for the sake of competition. The beauty of the democracy is a two-horse race, but we all know who will win.
Munim do we need that.
But we all know who will win. Said the super delegates, you know, Bawumia will win with a very big margin.
Hey, Dr. Bawumia will win.
Big margin, a very big margin. Said the 2014, and now do win here. Super delegates, you know, with a big margin, and won the general delegate with a way bigger margin. It's the same way that will happen this time. Nothing will change. I dare know, Anthony Abwewi, into what happened now? We are 50 years but they were elite.
Mambo adena wi.
Anthony Abwewi. Well, we are 50 years but they were elite.
Okay, yo. Gordon Mahama.
Bongo.
NDC aswe nso ti sen.
Bongo NDC aswe boko. Na se Ghana da yakoma so no yedum pempen so bia the negligence of government akose citizens of their homes and displaced citizens of their home were part of Akosombo Eco voter region and the other enclave nti yende eno ni bebia enne yen focus ewo because ohre Accra baako a very dicey. Yenti said the MPP vote and they are priority. And in the absence of the president, constitutionally, now only who advice and they say etine non the nani focus and they say the campaign and it's obey flag bearer ama MPP na dey here no. Nti na adwini ni so say atu yanchem atu Ghana for if for nothing at all nipa 100,000 and a two Obama MPP in the last election, but he never bothered. He was still going around campaigning John Mahama because of what Mama Ghana for, not doing Ghana for him, and found tribal belonging had to be there. And I think say for now you are calling for the government to declare state of emergency over the area. Said you betiminya external support. Ghana for because no, you see, baby I do as on my need the wa utie engineers of Volta River Authority. So for me be a 12th of the spill, and then we reducing it to 9. My yati as per metro for in swear what we mun a dozen. 10 days is some baby busu bebrene high. Intenya kwa we can say yakun wie. Nti ye external forces, external support. No ma ba boa because no. And once ye tena sema okra ana akra ba kumpo ye de. Ehwe nti ndisi de as we speak, any focus, and that is where you channel all your effort to, unlike the MPP or media, it's all about vote and nothing else.
All right, I think Yansha Nkumana say, a software a kukudam, Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams, Reverend Isud Anaba, Chester Board of Trustees, the Man National Cathedral, Project Ekoso, Omachom Wefum. Yansha and Perifui, Chomachom Wefum, and then Samoa, Womoka, Dintia, Omachom.
Bongo, dedicate me the Inchama Ashafo. First of all, before I call on the National Cathedral, I'd like to respond to one or two comments made by Mahama. And the comment that he made was, the negligence of government has caused citizens their homes. The negligence, the word he used, negligence. The person said, I should hide. This down spillage, you and I know very well that it didn't start today. Almost every government since 1970 has experienced this.
All make it happen.
And all the time. Before maybe and I say the amount for the dam want they come with sensitization. Emma Motia say baby and so near dunia you have baby dam no. You have baby dam no. Into this side the house will not be affected. Main problem is over the years we haven't been able to create a buffer area for those people. We know that since 1970 this dam spillage causes people their homes. And government to go there with Nagbo, government, successive government, since 1970, will go there with the press, go there with first relief items, costing the taxpayer. So why hasn't government over the years, including their government, who say that the voter region is their priority? Because over the years they get 80-something votes, 80% vote from them. They are saying that it's their priority. When you were in government, successive government, from your military to your democracy to back to Mills and your Mahama, what did you do about it?
All right.
You couldn't get the sense to move them to a safer area. But you now sit here and blame us on something that we just
let's go straight to the top.
Now, on back to the National Cathedral. Whenever I'm given the topic to speak on the National Cathedral, I'm very, very careful. Very careful in the sense that being a Muslim, all right, I just have to check in the way say I'm speaking against a particular faith. So I'll try my best to be objective, not overly political. You see, they have a National Cathedral. It's part of their tourism. Understand? It's part of their tourism. Idea a generative revenue over the years. And I'll pay on it FM. I can say the idea of the National Cathedral is something that wasn't communicated well. As my car had say it wasn't communicated well to the people. It created the sense as if it is just a church that they are building for a particular religion. Where say communication about say it is not just a church, it's a magnificent edifice. A interdenominational. Also within it, your facility you with my presidential inaugurations. A facility your restaurants. People will take out spaces to be selling on the daily. Facility with a facility which will have the human resource capacity to employ thousands of Ghanaians.
Okay.
For example, cleaners will be there. Yes, Cathedral and the local masons, so many Jumaye, right? After 8 o'clock, say renovations, you'll still get companies that will be in charge of that. Yebenya repairers, right? Yebenya electricians. Omo motor tax, a tile breaker, almost some more hot my don't be sage money now.
Okay.
If the communication had gone down well, for the ordinary Ghanaian to understand, say, my taxes are going to be used for this, and I will also benefit.
Now, communication is
and I will also benefit. I don't think that it would have had so much antagonism as at now. But the communication was made. The communication was made. And may answer. The communication was made, and we left room for propaganda. That is the beginning of the wars.
But you are saying it's a communication now.
I say communication was made, and we left room. Communication core. The communication has been made, but we left room for propaganda. And anytime you make a statement and you come back to explain yourself again, that means that there was a gap that you left.
Okay.
You understand me? And to be said, they left room for propaganda, which the NDC as a political party, which so they should just criticize. The job of opposition party is to criticize and go on demonstration. I'm criticize once in a while, not quite fit in the name of demonstration like they are doing.
You be paying.
Yeah, I be paying. Yeah, you're seniors. Yeah, So I think that the communication didn't go well. That is why we are here today.
Yeah.
Now, so I'll share a statement now. But now, first, let me go to the board of trustees of the National Cathedral. You see, people out there think the National Cathedral, some MPP former chairman B, and I say former minister B, and I say some one or two who would come boom. Another board of trustees of the National Cathedral. But let me tell you the men who are part of the board of trustees. Apostle Professor Opoku Onyinam, former chairman of the Church of Pentecost, that's the chairperson. You have a man that I revere so much, Archbishop Charles Pamabako, Metropolitan Catholic Archbishop Cape Coast, vice chairman. Reverend Bishop Justice Ofei Akrofi, former Anglican Archbishop Emeritus. You have Right Reverend Professor Emmanuel Mate, former moderator of the Presby Church. You have Most Reverend T.K. Ahotwi Pratt, former presiding bishop of the Methodist Church. Dan Close, as the payout. Reverend Dr. Joyce Ayi, executive director, Salt and Light Ministry, member. You have Reverend Kusi Boateng, founder, Power Chapel Worldwide, member. And you have Reverend Dr. Frimpong Manso, General Superintendent, Assemblies of God. The last person, Kingsley Ofosuntiama, no government representative, and he's the chief executive officer for Ghana Museums and Monuments Board, on the chief executive officer. He was just there because of the monument. Osha, these are revered men of God. Revered men of the society. Revered men of the society. You see, Mekachu Obiano say, one of the NDC guys, Mekachu one say, it seems that there's so much politicking going on within the board of trustees that they are not coming out to tell us the real reasons and things that is going on there. It seems that within among them, like I said, I say you were kaba biwom. Your caucuses, internal caucuses. I stop one thing with this revered man of God. before the resignation of Reverend Duncan Mills and Eastwood Anaba, Reverend Eastwood Anaba, check all these men, and they couldn't come together to just execute a simple task. It tells you that governance is not, to govern a nation is not easy. Just a cathedral, you see the misunderstanding.
And your problem be no more because
now I'm going to the resignation. I'm going to resignation. I support the call for the audit. What I say, the reason why I call for the audit is that if you are raising funds for building of a cathedral, you are not raising funds in the name of a political party that they can decide that you can declare for political party. I know more statement about it, easy regulation. You are raising funds in our name as citizens. So if you are raising funds, you need to audit. Now, they took the issue to a meeting. I think it was somewhere January. Was it somewhere January? Later on, it was somewhere January. This year, somewhere January. Among the reasons are Reverend Duncan Williams. And they say he thinks that there should be an audited statement out for the integrity of the board of trustees, and also the integrity of the whole edifice. So what kind of statements now?
Oh, yes, sir, of course.
Integrity of the whole edifice.
Because before someone appoint someone onto the board, no, so that's it. Be a correct.
Or say integrity of the whole edifice. That's how he left it. He didn't go into details. But then when he placed it out, maybe say I support the auditing, in which I believe that my NDC co-panelists here also support the auditing. Now, going back to the response that was given, to the resignation of Reverend Duncan Williams and Reverend Eastwood Anaba, that is from the Secretariat of the National Cathedral.
Now I don't see because I can't. About 12 minutes.
From the Secretariat of the National Cathedral, not Secretariat of MPP na salam down, not Secretariat of the President, from the Secretariat of the National Cathedral. He makes a very important point. Let me read it to you, so that I will let you know where we are as a nation. And here at paragraph 8, I say, secondly, and perhaps more critical, the resolution was rejected because of the linkage to 2024 elections. As Archbishop Duncan Williams explained, the National Cathedral has become a trusted weapon, in the hands of the opposition, opposition no one, NDC, which they intend to use as part of their 2024 election strategy.
Where are you for reports now?
National Cathedral response.
Amudiaba.
Yeah, Amudiaba.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. I'm giving you 12 minutes.
30 seconds. He's just trying to tell you that Duncan Williams point on the bar and he said the NDC are doing so much propaganda with this thing. So let's just have an audit of it. Now they are also saying that propaganda now making they are going on with the mandate that has been given to them. The mandate is that they should execute.
Okay.
So what
you've made a point.
Let's just audit ourselves
from the NPP and I'll train in Canada. Gordon Ayaba Mahama. The man 12 minutes, so you also have 12 minutes. National Cathedral.
Bongo maminchia wahwefo na
obi ajoso
maminchia menkofo mo domiabra obon constituency na esujaman constituency
ni nyina count time no
I mean, no problem with that. Bongo yes kasa tenten and top onko Bongo, you see won't say we nye the first time the Volta River Authority ebie dam no, but it is also on record. Say we are the second time in the history of Ghana ye being to this extent, right? The negligence aspect American say we are natural disaster, a self-inflicted through negligence, because the meteorological service say omo bovia rekoko say nsuo beto intinu they should put their house in order. Intimra nsunugusu air rise no. What did they do? The head of Vinary a appointee of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Anameboa. The energy minister, VRA is under the energy ministry. Anameboa. This time Tana Akachira will say, the negligence of government. What is he saying? Under the NDC, VRA, SPL water, I agree perfectly. But because we were prudent, you're thinking beyond the box, you're putting measures in place. And now you're being kitting. Yanti ankoda. Because nipa unkwa ehiayen.
Okay. All right.
So he needs to be taught that matter. And yes, when you first indeed. But because of your negligence and the Ghana for suffer. Bongo on the National Cathedral. Asema Duncan Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams. Ena Istud Anaba. Reverend Istud Anaba. Sorry. Archbishop Duncan Williams ena Asori Penny Emma Action Chapel. Reverend Istud Anaba ena founder and president for Istud Anaba Ministries. Can say in Sensema Kokosu bebre wo National Cathedral ne so. Na ye won say katasumu muasubi ekoso. Omumpo omo ye trustees nimpo no. Sika ne niam ekoso no wo nso. Anameboa. Ase wo de niam aye den esi won.
Niam anya clear.
Niam anya clear nti omo tro nkrata akoma board no. Sanke be ya yemfa audit firm na omo hwehwe edwumedi a yedi so far
independent
sika dudu a yenya ani bebi a di sika na kwa den aka akwhye na yenhwe se sika a yenya ani dia ya se no ebo ano ana mbo ano omo chiro ko ye no na board members na ye board a na Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo na aforme no president aforme ne se ade na mo dia ba na ento asum nti yabo atu egu on two reasons. Because mo ka say opposition kasa fa Cathedral no nti yenye audit. Nti yenye two ni say already ya dwene say ye beye. Na say wa dwene say wo beye ade. Na di pan so atro nkrata mawa. Onyi ntum. Na ondo omase. Na onye. Do you get me? Because a comedy no be baba man we aduane. You don't say because I'm expecting another food. I'm rejecting this one. And omuka say adwene Archbishop Duncan Williams ewo and a Reverend is to Anaba ewo no ento asum and omobo etokune. But unim a very important say senye bibia na ban edi esie Ghana fo a. Why? Intia ye calling for audit. Na mo nkrofo age atum se dia NDC kan because ye Ghana for din mu na mudi ye den mudi giska. Nti bibia ni amoma ne nda ho fen ni nyina ye den na ye hu.
Ada ususu se abanso
audit say omutimi eye but the esi ni say because President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, together with the board of directors ayomadwini so mo fa National Cathedral so e de wieska towards the 2024 election. Allegation don't worry. Release omode baye in response of their Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams and Istud Anaba ediba nyina ne say omo ka kire sa revered men of God ne say omo ya atorofo omo ye nkontompofo no kwari ni o manum
eni asofo manum
we ni ade a President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia aka kire the National Cathedral board say one country Nicholas Duncan Williams and Istud Anaba say they are liars.
I don't know
how omuchron directly to the president. And I read for you. His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Golden Jubilee House. Accra, Ghana. So in Krata way was meant for the president.
Yeah.
In Tanka response be abeba. The response means the position of the president. And a response no.
Because president no much
command.
The president never responded.
Never responded. but in his wisdom no on person obe responded directly inti oni board ne kasa ye say we na mensan ye den aka munyina munkinkan na we na munfansha munkrata nim in response of these two revered asofo and you see I am ya say no
board of trustees
me see bongo me see I am ya say some kofu mienu e ka o masem omo nye ordinary people.
Oh yes.
And mra ye call this ye call this omo step down ni nyina no. Initially omo ntie. But man kasa tenasi. Ahwehwe niema mu. Ehun say the one niema kono. Say yamfa yemfidie ene ye adwuma anto wa. Yendi ene ye reputation is at stake.
Oh, I don't know be say
because
see national
and then national cathedral. Ye wo Papa Osho ye secretary for National Cathedral with several identities. And was your friend Victor Kusibuatin. At another point, was your friend Kwabna Jemfi, Edu Jemfi, Kwabna Edu Jemfi. At what point and a Ghana ha nipa bakutini have two names. Two names ni nano. Ebia wo different ID cards so. Ebi want the driving license so. Ebi want the voter ID card so. Different one want the Ghana card so. And man aban a man appointment as the secretary. A dia no usunu was different from a dia ya demand that appointment. Into from the word go no, even from this instant, Chile said, Bibi nko ye. 2. Yati Ghana ha and United States of America, IRS. Intervened Revenue Service, America. When said there's a subsidiary of the Cathedral registered in the US, so you're aware. US Intervened Revenue Service said, the omu sikadodua omoje, omu render account, the omu they don't know. So they raised a red flag from the US. Intellectual said, Bibi Koswa enye. And into the sample way, effort for audit. And the abandonment market
UTV so no National Cathedral or mine AC and a dahon say park. And
3. Bongo. Shadi Ausha Ufidi way so. Yase over 400 million cities. Yase billions of dollars. Say in the name of say Yesi Cathedral. Who go on there, bongo? Even a block, 4, 5, or 6 inches block back, yantu ye.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So you see, you say over billions of Ghana cedis. Billions of masa. Me most times me call Parliament echo observing proceedings. When you say any Parliament eboshie, who go on ma? And billions of Ghana cedis no, it created the biggest and the largest pit in the world. I'm not going to see a word we are seeing for any na. And I the ande MPP are buying a 2 in the name of say on person Musina National Cathedral. The next point, bongo. When him say contractor, I a friend Rebadi is it JF? SND report to Parliament.
Now do I know see?
On so far, Sikadudua Omwenya. Tinom Omwenya $58 million. The next one the Parliament, I kasa how Oma say how Oma expended Sikano. They couldn't explain to Parliament to the extent say $58 million no when their Parliament realizing is out of 58 million no, only $37.9 million and I accord into the project are now over $28 million now amount me accounted for into the nature of say bisano all of your tia or kasama buying. And looking at this and pennyful, our dignity, our integrity is at stake. Officially, Mama, you because they were Ghana for a casano, like a dorsal, because your musika no within your digisika. Into you cannot be why I am fanto for the purposes of integrity and transparency.
Okay.
That they are buying a bit my in ne or say board of directors of National Cathedral say. And releasing Krata we say Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams and a revered Institute Anaba and true and omutra and they are liars.
All right.
When it is disgraceful and unacceptable.
Gordon Ayaba Mahama from the NDC communications team now telling Kano. Yabeniko, I take Yakubu Willie, Memo Sema Memo Bia just missed the 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Right. Bongo. Emra no Kasano. He still maintained that it was the due to the negligence of that man that made the spillage get that far. Let me tell you, somewhere from City on September 15, 2023, the Water River Authority has started a control spill from the Akosombo and the Pond Downs. Controlled. See, control that. Does it mean that it's negligence? Something that is controlled. You said something that was controlled somewhere in September is negligence today.
Okay. You made a point.
Now, I've made that point. Now, let me come back to the one thing that he said. I'll say the MPP is using the National Cathedral to steal money for the MPP campaign in 2024. When he made that comment, you didn't ask him to produce any evidence.
I stated
please don't talk. You didn't ask him to state any evidence. You allowed him to run on with it, which I'm not blaming you. But then you don't choose the panelists. But I plead with the NDC when they are bringing their panelists to bring people, who are well mannered and with intelligence.
No.
You can't tell me that the government was stealing. The one was stealing, so I should allow stealing to go. And I also counter it. No. When he was talking, I didn't interject him. I kept quiet. No. The word he used was stealing. Government is using the National Cathedral to steal. And I'm also telling the NDC that when they are bringing no. He said government is stealing, and you did not tell him to bring any evidence.
Don't worry.
You gave me 2 minutes, so let me counter him. When he said that talk, I was just quiet watching. So I'm saying that they should bring well-mannered people with intelligence. Don't bring anybody who can't speak anyhow. Now, on the Kusi Boateng, he being secretary, he's not a secretary, he's a member. As a Muslim, you have to read. That was the first word the Prophet Muhammad was told by the angel Gabriel. He said, he cried, he read, you don't read. Now, Bongo, I'm telling you, I support the auditing because from the resignation of Duncan Williams, he's stating that even with the response that was given from the National Cathedral, they are telling us that the NDC plan to use that as propaganda. So let's bring the audit or the audited statement out so that everybody will see bit by bit where each and every money went. Let me say no. If you ask me bit by bit, where did all this money go? I can't tell you because I don't have the audited account. Okay. It's the same with the Bank of Ghana issue nearby, So more you sue 40-something billion. At the end of the day, when Bank of Ghana brought the statement bit by bit, not just boom like that, bit by bit, we all communicators understood where money went. So it is up to the Cathedral people to do the auditing, which they said they have given it to Deloitte to give it to us.
Okay, I take me that's it. Godwin.
Bongo. The fact say make us say or your secretary no your secretary no, and take away the fact say okay a double identity. That is the purpose of the message I'm trying to drum home. So he should get it clear. 2. Or say me say omu wia enunti NDC bia den ya. Mama nka asem nkyerɛ. In opposition, President Nana Danko Akufo-Addo then running flag bearer. Eka say John Mahama I inflate presidential diary. Oma inflate Kaswa interchange into John Mahama abokro no. So Nana is not cultured. Na adwini nya adwuma. Odwini enkon kan per his analogy. The vice president wife Samira Baumia efre John Mahama kromfo. Nti nde Samira Baumia oni adwini. She's not cultured. She's not coming from home. Per her own analogy. In opposition, yenya MPP for deliberately concocted false allegation against John Mahama. So ye kromfo wato dan wo baby. Per her own analogy in there. If I want to apply, obaso kire yen say president today does not have sense. Odwene enkon kan yantiti ni yie onfifie.
I don't know what
Samira Baumia enfifie. Why
are you saying that?
She's not counted.
Why are you
that
saying
is
that?
the analogy.
They should bring well-mannered people.
Because not just anybody. Please.
Not just anybody.
Please keep quiet. But me fifie na yatiti minti no. Me kasa said ye kasa no. Until I refer to the statement.
should bring board-mannered people for
the last
discussion,
point,
not just anybody they finish. And so I
with all due respect,
Bongo, Andy, Bongo, Andy.
Listen, God, sure, a titru and an intent.
Me to what?
Mobile.
Bongo, because so if I want to apply,
if you are making your point, you make your point.
Advice is what
our viewers.
Advice is what but I'm saying that let me end. Anybody who brings it up,
me 2 minutes, let me end. My last point is say.
The point
the last point is say. O make a point say in 2023, VRA was controlling the water. You should understand, say, if indeed VRA has a better control of the water, they are seeing than NC.
Okay, all right.
So you should let you know, say, they might have done it, but they have not done it very well.
I take Yakubu from the
moving to not doing it for moving from negligence to not doing it from negligence.
NDC. Let them say, Pamcho. I see for any other say Cassandra Anko ya Confanchen. Pamcho next time Muba and Penifona show Tiana Mafia Mukasebu. Hey, all right, Madam was say Nakasisha say Otimia Kwame Usu dream enka Mamena a production team na say Wamu Aya Jumapa. Now wow share wow follow your Facebook. Oh, but special. Yamin Shamwate Mogosa YouTube sans ha na depending na I will. If I'm David Ofori Safo Bongo Difarani Yami at my breast him Bessamodisia Yakamina.